So the reason all these certification, what I will be showing you in a short while, they are basically quality and food safety standards. And what do? They focus on, they have got certain elements which are mandatory part of the certification. Okay, now what does this mean that these are mandatory part of certification? Number one, what it starts with is organization's commitment for quality, commitment for food safety, that this is something that I am always going to comply with statutory and regulatory requirement, and I am always going to comply with obligatory requirement. Can anyone tell me, I use here two words, statutory and regulatory requirement, right? Can anyone tell me what is the difference between statutory and regulatory? Are they same or they are different? I know I'm going a little off the track, but this is essential because this is the basis of any certification standard. Can anyone tell me what is the difference between statutory and regulatory? And if you don't know, please, you need to use the chat box. Unfortunately, I can't see you. Please use chat box. Even if you don't know, please say, I don't know, ma'am. Can I get? Thank you, Dr. Dhruva. And this is something that I really appreciate. I appreciate the communication. I told you if it's a monologue, I will come, I will speak something. You will hear something. I don't know how much will sink in. And that's it. That will be the end of the session. Sharvari, thank you. No, I don't know. Good. That is what I need. You know, that you be, that is giving me an, assurance that you are listening to me. I think statutory means that government by the governed by the Government Act. And what does regulatory mean, Vidya? What does regulatory mean? Let me tell you, both statutory and regulatory are part of government. It comes from government. Think about it. आंसर गलत हुआ तो भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, लेकिन आंसर देने की कोशिश कीजिए. We are here to learn, but please give answers. Anyone? Okay. So it means that probably you don't want to know, but for those who want to know, statutory, own country, other country, no Nitin, it is from the same country requirement. Now you are using the word laws and rules, laws, etc. Okay. So basically statutory means law. The word statute means law. Okay. So कोई भी लॉ पास होता है, सबसे पहले बिल आता है. बिल को अपर हाउस एंड लोअर हाउस अप्रूव करता है, एंड देन दैट गेट्स कन्वर्टेड इनटू एन एक्ट. जैसे अभी फार्मर्स बिल है, फार्मर्स एक्ट नहीं है, फार्मर्स बिल हुआ है. फार्मर बिल जब वो पास होगा, वो एक्ट करके कहलाएगा, right? So act is an umbrella requirement. Now this act has to be broken down in certain requirements कि ना किसके लिए कौन है, क्या है, किसका क्या responsibility है, etc. So then the two things comes in. One is a rule and the second one is a regulation. रूल टॉक्स अबाउट विद इन गवर्नमेंट किसका क्या रोल है, किसका क्या अथॉरिटी है. मतलब अगर किसी कंपनी को बंद करना है तो क्या एफएसओ के अंडर आता है, या क्या डीओ के अंडर आता है, या कमिश्नर की अथॉरिटी है, राइट? या सो व्हाट इज द रूल, व्हाट आर द रोल्स एंड व्हाट आर द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज, दैट इज बीइंग मेंशन इन द रूल्स. एंड द रेगुलेशंस टॉक्स अबाउट द हाउ पार्ट ऑफ द एक्ट, कि ये एक्ट को हमारे यहाँ पे कैसे कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट किया है. And that is why when we say, so there would be some part which are part of rules, there's some part which are part of the regulation, then there are amendments, order, notices, advisories that keep on coming, which are different thing. And this is not the session on which I need to, this is not a regulatory session, so I will not go deep into that aspect. But when we say, that is the reason why we say statutory and regulatory, which means that entire aspect of the legislative requirement is being covered. right? So there is an organization commitment that I will always abide by the regulatory requirements, statutory and regulatory requirements. Okay. Then the second one is the factory standards, or what we call it as also prerequisite program, which is focusing on infrastructure, hygiene and sanitation practices, etc. Okay. Then everything which is associated with product control. So product control में specification से लेके product testing तक, product sensory evaluation, everything which is associated with a product, all those requirements come in कि that as an organization हम लोग product control कैसे करेंगे. Fourth point is process control. Now this process control takes care of most of the food safety issues, right? क्योंकि अगर so process control मतलब क्या आएगा, drying आएगा, pasteurization आएगा, then you have retorting, you have multiple other things, so which are then you have moisture control. There would be many such things which are related to process control. So process control takes care of both quality as well as food safety issue. Okay. The third one is the fifth one is HACCP, including now COVID-19 risk assessment. So HACCP, everybody, most of you are, in a degree, to PhD and a professor level in the teaching profession. So you would know about HACCP. I'm not going in details of HACCP, but, a systematic way of how the food safety controls are, being monitored. And then management system, which is like, quality and food safety tools. So when we say management system, we are talking about internal audit, management review, traceability, then supplier control program. So this is all nothing but the management system related activity. Traceability, which is one of the most important criteria, legal compliances, which I have already shared with you. So this is, and then the sustainability standards, which talks about the economic aspects, such as, top line, bottom line, profitability, rejections, brand damage, other environmental aspects like biodiversity, wildlife, social aspects like child labor, discrimination, wages, etc. So every standard, depending upon where it is applied. So when we are saying that it is a food safety standard, it will have these elements. When we say it's a sustainability standard, apart from this, it will have these additional elements like economic aspect, environmental aspect, social aspects, etc. So certification is not just piece of paper. We call this as a skeleton of the organization. अगर skeleton ठीक है तो उसके ऊपर कुछ भी built in हो सकता है, right? So this is something which is a skeleton of the organization. Okay. So again, time to use the chat box. How many certifications do you know for food industries? I think I missed the word no. How many certifications do you know that they are available for food industry? Please use your chat box. जितने भी जानते हैं आप फूड इंडस्ट्री के लिए, FSSAI, ओके, HACCP, ISO, HACCP, ISO, FSSAI, ओके, BRC, okay, good, Shubham, I'm impressed. Codex, okay, okay, organic, natural, good, Nitin. FSSAI, BRC, ISO, HACCP, Codex. Okay, good. Now I want to know, before I proceed further, halal, good. Now you are coming into the other aspects of certification. Good, Shivam. But before I proceed, I would like to know from you, is FSSAI a certification? AIB, okay. Eggmark, okay. Okay, Ritu. No, but my question is FSSAI a certification? How many of you feel that FSSAI is certification? Good, Shailendra. Shailendra, can you unmute and tell me why it is not certification?
Ma'am, FSSAI is the regulating body who decides actually the regulations to be set for food products.
Okay, what else do you do? Nitin, can you unmute and tell me? You are right, Shailendra, but that is not, I mean, so there is something more to that. Nitin, you said license. Why? What is license and then what is certification?
Ma'am, I feel it's a permission given in the form of license to sell the food products.
It's permission to sell the food products.
Sell and also, of course, manufacture.
Very good, Nitin. Take a pat on your back. Basically, FSSI is a license to operate. जब हम कोई फ्लैट लेते हैं, घर लेते हैं, तो सबसे पहले क्या करते हैं? घर का रजिस्ट्रेशन करते हैं, राइट? वो रजिस्ट्रेशन का मतलब क्या होता है कि दैट ये फ्लैट जो है हमारे नाम पे आ गया है, उसके बिना वो आप वो फ्लैट को अपना फ्लैट करके नहीं कह सकते. इट इज द सेम वन ऑफ द एक्टिविटीज. सो व्हाट शैलेंद्र हैज सेड इज वन ऑफ द रिस्पांसिबिलिटी ऑफ FSSI, and what Nitin has said is the main purpose of FSSI. It's a license to operate. It's a license to start a food business. That is the first responsibility of FSSI. They control how many people, whether the license is, whether they have permission to make the product based on various things. They evaluate and they give permission to start the product. And that is different than certification. So FSSI is not part of any certification activity. First thing is take this out from your mind. Okay, now comes the various other certification. So Sharvari has said ISO certification, and she has again put in a word accreditation. So I will come back to that word accreditation. But yes, you have various ISO standards like ISO 9001, ISO 22000, which are these certification standard. And then I got some answer again from the other participants, including Sharvari, that there is BRC, ISO, HACCP, and Codex. Okay. Now, before I proceed and tell you the entire certifications in the food ecosystem, okay, because these concepts are essential before we go into the depth. HACCP and Codex, are they certification? What is Codex? What is Codex and what is HACCP?
Is a food code.
Very good. It's food code. So can I say HACCP is a baby of Codex? If I make this statement कि HACCP जो है वो Codex का baby है. Codex मतलब Codex Alimentarius Commission, उनका baby है. Am I wrong or right? Right. Thank you, Shailendra. Thank you, Sharvari. And I don't see, I mean, apart from 3-4 participants, I don't see anyone participating. So organizers, please make a note of this, right? Who are the participants who are actively participating?
Yes,
so you are right. Codex Alimentarius Commission has framed this HACCP, okay? And HACCP is not a certification standard. Make this clear. FSSI, Indian regulation, not it's a license to operate. HACCP, HACCP is the baby of Codex. It's a guideline for food industry, and you cannot certify against a guideline. You have to certify against an international standard and not against guideline. People do give unaccredited HACCP certificate, but that is unaccredited. It means that they are just having some system in place, but it is not a certification. So what is certification? Are you ready to see? Do you want to see with the ecosystem, the certifications which are part of ecosystem? There kuch to likho, ha, na. Thank you. Okay. Unfortunately for me, this is like looking at a black box. So I don't know कि सामने वाले के पास में वो मुझे reflect कर रहा है या reflection हो रहा है. Okay. So if we take this ecosystem from primary production till farm level, okay, from farm level to the fork level, right? So this is what we have in the food supply chain. We call that as food chain, food supply chain, and these standards are in the gamut of food safety, traceability, certificate, sustainability, compliances, etc. So within primary production, we have commodities like agriculture. Okay, so agri or horticulture commodities. I myself is having horticulture background. Okay, so now every agriculture commodity or every horticulture commodity has got their commodity specific certification standard, and these are essentially orienting towards sustainability. So something like Bon Sucro, which is for sugar industry, Protera, which is typically for soybean and maize industry, RTRS is the roundtable responsible soya. Then we have ethical tea, ethical coffee, ethical cocoa, RSPO, which is for palm oil, and Rainforest Alliances, and so on. So there are commodity specific agriculture sustainability standards, okay, when it comes to agriculture commodities. Then we have the second primary production, which is called as seafood. Okay, so in seafood we have farm level production, and then we have sea cots. Okay, now farms means if you go to Vapi area and this, Veraval, I mean, you take the coastal belt, you will have many artificial farms. The way we have agriculture farms, there are aquaculture farms, right? So these farms has to comply with certain requirements like best aquaculture practices, Global Gap Aquaculture. Then they have Marine Stewardship Council for Fishery, Marine Stewardship Council for chain of custody, क्योंकि सी कॉट is becoming almost diminished. So जितने लोग अभी मतलब typically sea used to be one of the main source for this seafood sector, but now that is getting diminished because people harvested more than required. And that is the reason why these sustainability standards are playing a vital role in that particular system. Then this is ASC. So there are multiple standards which are applicable depending upon the region where the product is exported. The companies look forward to this certification. Okay. Then the third produce is the fresh produce. Okay. So fresh produce मतलब जहाँ पे हम typically fruits and vegetables की बात करते हैं. So fresh produce में Global Gap fruits and vegetable, Global Gap floriculture, then SEDEX food safety for pack house. So this is something which comes for the fresh produce manufacturers. And the last one in the primary production chain is animal standard. This animal farms, जिसको हम poultry farm या अभी goat farms भी आ गए हैं, buffalo farms भी आ गए हैं. So there are various national or customer specific requirements for the animal, which are essentially focusing on the animal welfare. So for example, आप मैकडोनल्ड्स और बर्गर किंग में दोनों जगह जाते हैं, ठीक है? क्या आपको मैकडोनल्ड्स में मटन प्रोडक्ट मिलता है, मटन बेस्ड? आपको वहां पे पोल्ट्री मिलेगा, आपको वहां पे सी फूड बेस्ड मिलेगा, मतलब फिश का मिलेगा. बट हैव यू ईटन एनी टाइम मटन प्रोडक्ट इन मैकडोनल्ड्स? अभी श्रावण है, मुझे पता है, लेकिन आई एम जस्ट आस्किंग अ जनरल क्वेश्चन. नो. एनी रीजन व्हाई यू डोंट हैव मटन प्रोडक्ट इन मैकडोनल्ड? एनी रीजन? कभी सोचा है कि मैकडोनल्ड मटन पैटी क्यों नहीं देता है? वो सी पैटी देता है, मतलब फिश पैटीज देता है, चिकन पैटी देता है, चिकन के इतने सारे प्रोडक्ट्स बनाता है, लेकिन मटन का क्यों नहीं देता? एनी रीजन? गेस कीजिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, गलत हुआ तो गलत हुआ, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. ऑथेंटिकेशन, I don't know who answered this, but you are very close.
It's myself, Dr. Avinash.
Thank you, Dr. Avinash, because it has got some center. बहुत बड़ा नाम है त्याचा. Okay, so so there it's not just the authentication, but essentially because we don't have. So when we talk about poultry or fish, we can trace up to farm level, right? But with mutton lines, it is not possible. We don't know. Typically, India में goat जो है वो I mean वो they are basically rearing goats and वो कहीं पे आता है, कहीं पे स्लॉटर होता है, उसका कोई ऑथेंटिकेशन नहीं होता है, सप्लाई चेन नहीं होता है. जब वो स्लॉटर हो रहा है, whether it is as per animal welfare standards or not, there is no guarantee for that. And that is the reason, because it is not meeting up McDonald's international requirements, it is not able, they are not able to start the mutton line in India. In fact, yesterday we were having discussion with one of the big companies with there is ABCD, so in the oil segment. So we were talking to some that someone from that segment, and they said that we want to focus on human rights, and I mean our focus is on human rights. So when you are going to farm level, we want to verify how these human rights are being performed in India, and so they were engaging us for that activity. So it's like these multinational companies, these companies, so it's not about just export, but if you want to supply to McDonald's in India, if you want to have something, you have a very good poultry farm, you want to supply to McDonald's India, there are a number of standards which you have to comply before they accept you as a supplier. And that is where the expertise and that is where the certification comes in. Okay, so this was for the primary produce. Then let's see for the processing plants. So ये produce आता है processing plant में, and processing plants has got minimum requirement of GFSI certification. Okay, now GFSI इसका, do you know what is GFSI? I know I am introducing you to number of terms which probably you feel that ma'am कुछ ज़्यादा ही बता रहे हैं, but all of you are from food industry, some or other way related to food industry, and you must know these terms. So in this 2-hour session, I can just introduce, but it is your inquisitiveness that should take you to the GFSI website and try to find out what is GFSI. Anyone knows about GFSI? Again, am I talking to a black box? Okay, thanks. Thank you so much. Good, Shubham. Global Food Safety Initiative. Very good answer. Can you unmute and tell me what this is?
Madam, I only don't know.
Okay. You got the long form of that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Global Food Safety Initiative is a combination of multiple organizations, right from government, academics, big retailers, certification body, various treaty, I mean something like WHO or FAO, etc. And what they have done is, so there are number of standards available on the food safety, on food safety. मुझे याद है जब मैंने मेरा करियर 2000 में शुरू किया था, आई वुड से करियर इन द सेंस सर्टिफिकेशन करियर, जब मैंने 2000 में शुरू किया था, तब एक इंडिया का भी स्टैंडर्ड था जो फूड सेफ्टी के लिए था. एंड आई वाज लाइक कि ये क्या स्टैंडर्ड है, क्या सर्टिफिकेशन स्टैंडर्ड है. सो दैट स्टैंडर्ड वाज कॉल्ड एज IS 15000. सो जब हम being an Indian, हमें खुद को मालूम नहीं है what the certification standard is, how do we expect world to know that, right? And that was a time, maybe I mean we have many students over here who probably were born during that time, but that was a time when globalization had started, and the food industry which was supposed to supply to Germany, उनको Germany के standard implement करने पड़ते थे, Japanese standard, African standard, American standard. There were, every country had their own certification standard. Okay, and all these standards were based on Codex Hassel. So 90% of the requirements were similar. Okay, तो अगर so as a food company मुझे कितना बड़ा सिर्फ certification, कितना बड़ा auditing cost है, which is talking about 90% of the same requirement. So इसीलिए GFSI was formed in, and GFSI came together and said that okay, they brought out a scheme called Once Certified Accepted Everywhere, which means what they did, GFSI ने खुद की requirements बनाए. ठीक है, और उन्होंने क्या किया, दुनिया में जितने भी फूड सेफ्टी के ऊपर स्टैंडर्ड्स थे, उन स्टैंडर्ड्स को अपने स्टैंडर्ड, अपने रिक्वायरमेंट्स के अगेंस्ट बेंचमार्क किया. एंड दे सेड दैट yes, this is acceptable, this is acceptable, this is not acceptable, etc. So इसके अंदर में, if you मतलब to give you an example, ISO 22000, ISO is supposed to be the one of the leading standards, right? So ISO 22000 standard जो था वो उन्होंने ना accept नहीं किया, because some of the requirements of GFSI were not in line with were not being followed by 22000 ISO standard. So उन्होंने बहुत सारे standards benchmark किए, उसमें से as of today, as we speak today, FSSC 22000, BRC, SQF, IFS, ये standard popular है. Then locally हमारे यहाँ पे ज्यादा जो है, जो small industry है, वो ISO 22000 को certification के लिए जाती है. Then there are other standards like social standard like SMETA, environment, health and safety standards like ISO 14000, ISO 27000 and so on. And then there is kosher, halal. किसी ने halal करके answer दिया था. So halal is essentially when you are exporting to Islamic countries. Kosher is when it is being exported to Israel. So there are, and then there is also India has it. So बहुत सारे processing plants को standards है जो applicable है. Now कौन सा standard choose करना? Okay, which standards are, because it's like it's a bouquet, right? So which standard you want to choose depends on where your customer is, who is your customer, and what is his demand. So for example, if I am exporting to UK and if I have ISO 22000 standard, UK will not accept that, because for UK BRC is the minimum benchmark. Okay, if I want to export to Southeast of Asia, probably they say it depends. They might say that okay, ISO 22000, or they will ask you for FSSC 22000. Okay, if you are exporting, if someone is exporting to America, then most probably they will say SQF and BRC. Okay, Germany, IFS. So it is like, I mean, so there is kind of, let's say, some customers has got a certain demand. Just say, for example, Walmart. So Walmart says that all their suppliers, जितने भी products उनके यहाँ पे मिलते हैं, all their suppliers, their own branded products will be certified to either of the GFSI standards. Okay, so it is important for food industry to identify उनका target market क्या है और वहाँ उनको कहाँ पे sell करना है. Okay. Then the second one is all these voluntary product standards. So processing ये सारे जो है ये सब certification standard है, but this becomes almost like mandatory standards. And then there are voluntary product standards which gives delta value to the product. So this is like non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, lactose-free, organic, geographical identity, vegetarian, etc. So now when I say delta certification, इसका मतलब क्या होता है? आप एक normal bread लो, ठीक है? नॉर्मल ब्रेड आपको 20-22 रुपए की आती है, चलो 25 रुपए की आती है, ठीक है. बट अगर कोई कहता है कि मुझे ग्लूटेन एलर्जी है, मुझे ग्लूटेन फ्री ब्रेड चाहिए, तो for the flour which is gluten free flour, using that particular thing, that bread becomes 150 rupees. Right? Non-GMO. So non-GMO, this product is non-GMO. It gives that $3 का product जो है वो $5 बनता है. So this is what I call it as giving delta certification, delta pricing to the product, and that is what everybody will look at. क्योंकि अगर मुझे same पराठा खाना है, लेकिन मुझे additional इसके साथ में पराठा में ये करना, I mean, if I have some additional assurance, that is where the product value increases, right? Then the third one is, the warehousing and the logistic, because they are part of your food chain activity. So warehouses, logistics, इनके लिए BRC storage and distribution है, ISO 22000 है, FSSC है, IFS है. But the scope is all on the warehouses and logistics. Now, what does that mean from a certification point of view? So अगर मैं processing plant के लिए, अगर सिर्फ टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ ISO 22000, स्टैंडर्ड सेम है सबके लिए, ठीक है. इट इज नॉट सेपरेट स्टैंडर्ड फॉर ISO फॉर वेयरहाउस एंड सेपरेट फॉर प्रोसेसिंग प्लांट, बट द इंटरप्रिटेशन फॉर फूड सेफ्टी डिफर्स. सो अगर मैं प्रोसेसिंग प्लांट के लिए देख रही हूँ, तो वहां पे मैं देख रही हूँ कि फूड सेफ्टी का मतलब क्या है, कि जो प्रोडक्ट बन गया है वो दैट इज नॉट डेंजरस, द पैकेजिंग मटेरियल इज नॉट डेंजरस, एक्सेट्रा. दैट इज व्हाट आई लुक एट एज व्हेन आई से फूड सेफ्टी. बट जब ये सेम चीज मैं वेयरहाउसिंग एंड लॉजिस्टिक के लिए देख रही हूँ, सो व्हाट डज दैट वर्ड फूड सेफ्टी विल मीन फॉर अ वेयरहाउस एंड लॉजिस्टिक कंपनी? अगर मुझे एज अ सर्टिफिकेशन पार्ट मुझे वेयर हाउस कंपनी या एक लॉजिस्टिक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कंपनी को सर्टिफाई करना है जो फूड प्रोडक्ट्स स्टोर कर रही है, जो फूड प्रोडक्ट्स ट्रांसपोर्ट कर रही है, तो उनके लिए फूड सेफ्टी की परिभाषा क्या होगी? एनीवन? Anyone with a different viewpoint set for this? Because that is what is the certification, that you are changing the interpretation based on the type of industry. पैकेजिंग एंड लेबलिंग नहीं, पैकेजिंग एंड लेबलिंग जो है वो फूड इंडस्ट्री के लिए आएगा, बट जब मैं एक वेयर हाउस में जा रही हूँ जहां पे फूड प्रोडक्ट स्टोर हो गए हुए हैं, तो फॉर मी व्हाट डज फूड सेफ्टी मीन, और व्हाट डज फूड सेफ्टी मीन फॉर दोज वेयर हाउस गाइज? नहीं, ये सर्टिफिकेशन के लिए नहीं पूछ रही हूँ मैं। सर्टिफिकेशन इज बीआरसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन। यू आर कमिंग क्लोज डॉक्टर अविनाश, थोड़ा और एक्सपांड कीजिए उसको। थोड़ा और, I mean, think about it. We are all, as I said, like we are, we are a part of ecosystem, and we need to understand the different interpretation. Time span for storage, very good. Storage condition, shelf life, which is very rightly said, because there is a rule that आपको 60% से ज़्यादा shelf life वाला product warehouse में नहीं रखना है, right? So temperature control, all these things, so that the product which is stored there is not spoiled. Transportation के लिए it's not just the transportation, store temperature and time, but it will also have कि emissions के through कोई contamination नहीं होना चाहिए. So all these things, so the जैसे मैंने कहा फूड सेफ्टी की परिभाषा इंडस्ट्री के हिसाब से बदलती है, राइट? सो दिस इज अगेन फॉर एजेंट, ब्रोकर्स एंड ट्रेडर्स, इनके लिए अलग परिभाषा है। इनके लिए क्या परिभाषा रहेगी? इनके लिए एजेंट ब्रोकर्स के लिए ए एंड बी स्टैंडर्ड है, देयर इज अ स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक देयर, व्हिच इज एजेंट्स एंड ब्रोकर। उनके लिए परिभाषा है कि ये जो भी एजेंट्स एंड ब्रोकर क्या है, उनके पास में डिफरेंट सप्लायर्स है, उनसे वो प्रोडक्ट लेते हैं, अपना कमीशन डालते हैं और किसी के यहाँ पे डिस्पैच कर देते हैं कंट्री में। तो उनके लिए परिभाषा होती है कि जिससे वो प्रोडक्ट ले रहे हैं वो दे आर परचेसिंग ऑथेंटिक प्रोडक्ट एंड सेविंग एंड लॉस। प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस इज अक्रॉस, डॉक्टर अविनाश, इट इज नॉट, इट इज फॉर ऑल दी कंपनीज, but here we are, when we are looking at it from food safety point of view, उनके लिए क्या परिभाषा है, right? उनके लिए क्या certification है? So if somebody is saying कि मुझे अगर we have certified few agents and brokers here in India, so जब मैं उनको certificate देती हूँ, they are saying कि ये this is what I have, I am a BRC certified agent and broker, तो उनका authenticity when they are exporting to UK, when they are exporting to other part of the world, it increases, क्योंकि we have verified. How do they select their suppliers? How do they ensure that there is a food safety before they are trading those products?